Okay, by the way, have you guys seen Obi-Wan? I started it last night. This Obi-Wan show. You guys seen it? Okay, so I watched the first 2 episodes. And I Googled like 9 times because I don't believe it. The girl who plays Leia, first off, they're like trying to tell me that this is a 10-year-old. I looked it up. I'm like, there's no way. How can you tell me this is a 10-year-old? Now, some of you might not have kids or ever spend time with any nephews or nieces or whatever. But how can you tell me? Like, I don't hear. There's 2 parts to it. Okay? Number 1, okay, she's 10. But, like, she's supposed to be 10. And it's like, she's so much smaller than a 10-year-old. It's insane. And then, second off, I guess it's only because they assume people who watch Star Wars just don't have kids or whatever. I don't know. My 5-year-old is about 1 inch shorter than her. And then my 10-year-old, I have a 10-year-old daughter. And it's one of those things like...
Cold Glare donated $3.33. My sprinkler goes like this. It comes back like...
Thank you, Cold Glare. So, my 10-year-old daughter, I'm like, 100% my 10-year-old daughter could beat up 3 of those Leias. 100%. And then we start to get to higher numbers, right? It's like, could she beat up 4? Well, if I was microing my daughter, yes. Even if, like, one of you guys was microing her, I could do it, because it's like the difference in size is that much, right? In fact, I feel like if there was no micro from Leia, my daughter with my micro could beat like 7, 8 of them. That's how much smaller. I don't get it. Yeah, my daughter was born 2012 too. Yeah, the actual actress is 10 years old.
What? ST4 and Kai Hanglo cheered. X300, that's only because your daughter is 6'4", 248 pounds of pure muscle.
Yes, I know there's height differences and kids can be taller or short. It's just like my 5-year-old is about that size. So I'm like, what? Like, literally, I don't know. It's just... Like, my 10-year-old's like a human being. Like, she's so big.
Manetti cheered. X300, Artie, I think you may have a parenting issue. Whenever you talk about your kids, it always involves violence. It's scary, man, how much you talk about your kid beating up another kid.
It's like I did as a kid. Like, my dad could beat up your dad. It's never me, though. It's never I could beat you up.
What? Abigail Shapiro donated $3. Hello, Danielle. I was directed here by some of your fans, and I have to say you're so skilled and talented. Quite handsome, too. Looking at your punim makes me verklempt. Protoss is such a shand. Gotta go. Dropped a piece of ice between my massive brisson. What? ST4 and Kai Hanglo cheered. X300, Artie watches Obi-Wan, and the only takeaway is that his kid can beat the fuck out of the child in that show. Sounds like some dark side influence. You need to chill out.
Oh, I would definitely be dark side.
Nicodin cheered. X300.
Thank you, Nicode. So I would definitely be dark side, okay? They like did the refresher of what happened to Anakin
Penny Conrush cheered.
at the beginning of it.
X300, why are you flexing on us with your child possession?
Can't help myself, sorry.
Corksmiller 2 cheered. X300, Artie. You are a giant. You have giant's blood. Your children will be larger than other children.
I'm only 6'1". I'm not that big. But look, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
Nicodin cheered. X300.
Thanks, Nicodin. I would definitely be dark side, right? When they were going through, I was sitting there with my wife. We were laying in bed watching. Watching Obi-Wan. Yeah, she even let me hold her hand. It was so sick. But they did the little recap of Anakin turning to the dark side, right? And, like, tell me you wouldn't go dark side, right? So first off, there's this fucking stuck-up Jedi Council. They don't even want to fucking train him when he's a kid because he's already fucking 5. It's absolute insanity, right? And they're all, like, fucking monks, basically.
ST4 and Kai Hanglo cheered. X300, you guys ever see that Fast and Furious movie? Just saying right now, my 8-year-old daughter would knock Vin Diesel's dick right in the dirt.
That's good. But yeah, so I'm laying there watching it, and they redo the thing where it's like, you can save your wife. I'll like show you magic powers that can make you save your fucking wife that you're having children with from death. Now, I would argue if you do not take that deal, you are actually worse than the dark side. Okay? Who would not take that fucking deal? That is the most insane shit ever. Okay? You're literally more evil if you don't try to save the fucking mother of your children from death. What, the guy fucking showing you, who by the way is an elected official, is so evil that you're not allowed to learn from him? Go fuck yourself.
X300, I always thought that the Jedi are just equally as evil as the Siths.
Yeah, man, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Don't you fucking stick your morals upon me with your fucking good at Jedi, bad Jedi. Your legend even says there needs to be fucking balance brought to the Force. Jesus Christ. Fucking hypocrites. Fucking Protoss apologist Jedis. Fuck them.
Affirmative. I read you. Right away, sir. Orders received. Orders, Captain. I read you. Roger that. Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
Orders received. Orders received. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received. Orders received. Commander. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Roger that. Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Affirmative. Orders received. Checked up and good to go. SCP good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
I read you. Job yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Nicodin cheered. X300, we will find our own way through the Force.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative. All right. Orders, Captain. Report for duty. Yes, sir.
Trick underscore M0 and keep cheered. X300, Jedis are basically the Protoss players of the Star Wars world.
SCP good to go, sir.
Elidefo cheered. X300, Rule 1 about Artosis Underground Child Fight Club. We do not talk about Artosis Underground Child Fight Club.
Orders received. Orders received.
I read you, sir. Something on your mind? No.
Orders, Captain.
Your forces are under attack.
No problem. I dig. Something on your mind?
Right away, sir.
What do you want?
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
What do you want?
Orders, Captain.
What do you want?
Yes, sir.
I read you.
Your forces are under attack.
Commander.
Yeah?
Orders, Captain.
What do you want?
SCP good to go, sir. Commander. I read you. Checked up and good to go. Job finished. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Oh, is that it?
Yes, sir.
I dig.
Standing by. Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
I dig.
Wingardium 1257 cheered. X300, I am not a Star Wars fan, but I think this is why it was so important for Jedi to not have specific people they care about, even mothers and fathers. Star Trek would always take the save my wife deal.
That's amoral. That's amoral.
ST4 and
You can't have a family. You can't care about people. You must care about everyone, not just people that you love.
Show your
Fuck
kids
that.
Star Wars and they're like, fuck you, Dad. It's all about Minecraft and you day drink and wonder why you spend 2 weekends a month with these little assholes.
Is that it? Is that it?
You guys know what I'm saying?
Is that
I
it?
read you. Reporting for duty.
I read you, sir.
Man, fuck you
I read
guys.
you, sir.
I read you.
Nicodin cheered. X300.
Something on your mind? What do you want?
Good to go, sir.
Is that it?
Nicodin cheered.
Something on your mind?
X300.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Thank you, Nicodin.
Something on your mind?
Nicodin cheered. X300.
I like the divorce dad meme. It's really funny.
Yes, sir. Orders ready to roll out. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Sausage Stroker Steve donated $3.33. Hey man. The name's Sausage. Sausage Stroker Steve. You might be wondering how one acquired such a name. Well, I'll tell you. Every day I beat my baton 6 to 7 times a day. It keeps me really stress-free. I think you should try it.
Not enough research complete.
Roger that. Affirmative. Ready to roll out. Reporting for duty.
Corpse Miller 2 cheers. X300, please don't die to the inevitable reader drop.
Yes, sir. Identify target. Identify target.
Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain.
Nicodin cheer. X300.
Reporting for duty. I read you.
Not enough minerals.
Identify target. Delighted to, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nicodin cheer. X300.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Proceed. Absolutely. Moving.
Orders, Captain.
Nicodin cheer. X300.
I read you.
Destination.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough
Thank you, Nicodin.
resources are
Nicodin cheered. X300.
Wait, sir.
Destination. Identify target.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Ready to roll out.
Nicodin cheer. X300.
Orders, Captain.
Appreciate you, Nicodin. Thank you, man.
under attack.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that shit in my base that quickly, that many things.
Build there.
Orders, sir. Destination.
Reporting for duty.
True talent, I guess, is the only thing it could be.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir.
Right away, sir. I read you.
Not enough
Affirmative. I can't
minerals.
feel right that.
Orders, sir. Moving.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Orders, sir. Proceeding.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Not
Moving.
enough minerals.
Destination. Moving.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
ST4 and Kai Hangler cheered. X300, you guys ever do that thing where you spend a goddamn fortune taking your kids to Disney's Star Wars exhibit and you're in your 40s and dress up and your children look at you like you're a clown and stare at their iPhones all goddamned day while you pretend to fly the Millennium Falcon because it's the only thing that makes you feel like a man since your wife left you.
That is
You guys ever
fantastic.
do that one? Man, whatever, fuck you guys.
It's amazing. That is really good.
Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Good to go, sir.
I'm going.
SCP, good to go, sir.
No problem. I did. No problem.
Orders, Captain.
Orders, sir.
Affirmative.
Destination.
Orders, Captain. Job finished.
Add-on
I read you.
complete.
I read you. Job finished.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Insufficient Insufficient phosphate gas.
Destination? Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Job finished. Good to go, sir.
Our forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain?
Insufficient phosphate
Electro
gas.
Shield. X300. Last summer we took our kids on a road trip. The only thing my son never brings up is that I dropped my phone and broke the screen. Little shit.
Kids are kids, man. It is funny what they'll fucking bring up from, like, a time that you thought was, like, this valuable, cool... That's what you remember? That's what you're thinking of?
What do you want?
Orders, Captain? Job finished. Job finished. Reporting for duty.
I'll read you, sir.
Upgrade
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah? Oh, is that it? Yes, sir.
Job
Orders,
finished.
sir. Destination? Something on your mind? Absolutely. Move it. All right. Bring it on. All right, sir. Bring it on. What do you want? Yeah?
Job
What do you
finished.
want? Destination? Move it. Absolutely. Destination? What do you destination? All right. Bring it on. Orders, sir.
Water Ninja 100 Cheer. X300. It's been awfully quiet. How many bases you figure he's on?
Oh, he has 3 Nexus right now. Here and
Big
here.
Balls
He
Billy
might even
donated
start that way.
$3.33. Hey man, did you hear the big deal with Switzerland?
Switzerland these nuts?
What do you want?
Me either, but its flag is a big plus.
Yeah? Destination? What do you want? Sir.
Orders, Captain?
Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir. No problem. Yes, sir. Something on your mind? I'll read you.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah? Identify target. No problem. Oh, is that it?
Wingardium 1257 Cheer. X300. I think the point of the Jedi choice is reflected in how Obi-Wan had to kill Anakin, basically his brother, adopted son, in order to do the right thing. While Anakin was supposed to let his wife die naturally to also do the right thing.
It's not the right
Neither
thing, dude.
situation was fair.
It's not right either. Hey, you can save someone, but it's arbitrarily evil because we don't want you to play favorites. Yeah, right.
Your
Fuck off.
forces are under attack.
Is that it? Yes, sir. Destination? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Proceed. Bring it on.
ST4 and Kai Hangler Shield. X300. You guys ever have the feeling when your son calls you because that's your first name, and when you tell him to stop he starts calling you Greg because that's the name of your ex-wife's new boyfriend? You guys ever do that?
That's so dark. So sad.
Man, fuck you guys. I hit on my therapist and she told me I need to find a new one.
Identify target. Orders, sir.
Guys in the chat will be your therapist, my man.
No problem.
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Affirmative.
Destination,
Reporting for duty. I
Your
can't
forces
feel
are
it.
under attack.
Identify target. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going.
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh. Yeah, this is much better. This is much, much better. I actually want to see what stupid thing he did to get those goons in there so quickly. Like, I missed something. I missed something there. All right, how did the goons get out? Oh my god, that's what he did? Oh. That's funny. Okay. So I was like, he didn't have time to shuttle them both. But he actually just put them around. He just guessed there's no mines there. Just like, alright.